Live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. There's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. 'Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Etan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. There's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. 'Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Etan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. There's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. 'Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Etan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Lifestyle, rated M for mature. Hosted by Damian Phillips. It's informative, provocative, and unconventional. Hosted by Damian Phillips. Lifestyle.
I remember the song my mother used to sing each and every morning. There's the flower blooming outside, and there ain't no love inside of brothers and sisters' mind. So if they can be good, they've gotta be careful. I remember one rainy day in March. My poor mom, she sent me out to get some starch. I was the only one that she could depend on, so I had to shop and cook and clean all day long. Without a father, only the one that's deep within. That's why I praise him for his mighty word to keep us day by day. Oh, I remember the song my mother used to sing each and every morning. There's the flower blooming outside, and if there ain't no love inside our brothers and sisters' minds, so if they can't be good, they've gotta be careful. That's why I praise him for his mighty word to keep us day by day. Oh, I remember the song my mother used to sing each and every morning. There's the flower blooming outside, and if there ain't no love inside our brothers and sisters' minds, so if they can't be good, they've gotta be careful. Oh yeah, oh, the song my mother used to sing.
Well, easy, man. This one from my mother, my father, my sister, my cousin, my niece. Where they come from, California, down in Los Angeles. Easy. Level King for love is all I be. You know.
You're listening
You know.
to DP.
Me say me can't take me mother in love. When I tell you, say me can't take. Well, easy, man. This one from my mother, my father, my sister, my cousin, my niece. Where they come from, California, down in Los Angeles. Easy. Level King for love is all I be. You know. You know. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. When I tell you, say me can't take me mother-in-law. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. That's all I be. You know. You know. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. When I tell you, say me can't take me mother-in-law. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. That's all I be. You know. You know. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. When I tell you, say me can't take me mother-in-law. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. Yeah, man. Respect my mother, my father, my cousin, my brother, my aunt, my niece. You could come from California at a place called Los Angeles. You know what? Tell them follow me, man. You know. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. I tell you, say me can't take me mother-in-law. The man me say she yam off me one partner jaw. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. Say dog no one foot and me say dog of paw. I tell you when you see the eagle him have claw. Say white man a eat up them up now when it raw. The fruit where me love a grapefruit and papa. I tell you, say me can't take me mother-in-law. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. I tell you, say me can't take me grandfather. Me bring in the girl, him say me out the harder. He say me too young for start pop water. Him talk about me a fire bush master. Can't let me tell you about the music me charge for. Yeah, me know. Him say for wait some more until you I'll get mature. And then the time there you can't think through the door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me not gonna do it no more. But me can't take me auntie. Girl, let me tell you, say me can't take me auntie. She want the must be take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Girl, let me tell you, Papa, those are the cuss me. Girl, let me tell you, Papa, Patrick coulda laugh off for me. Wait some more until you will get mature. And then the time there you can't think through your door. mature. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me now go do it no more. Say me can't take me auntie. She want the must be take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Come let me tell you, Papa, those are the cost me. Come let me tell you, Bridget Patrick coulda laugh off on me. Them a talk about me and the royal family. Me a go ram it in a town, I ram it in a country. Me a go ram down all day, down party. Me know say me say Demus him a celebrity. You come from Jamaica, say that you a yardie. If you come from America, say you a Yankee. Cause me know say me say Demus him a celebrity. But me can't take me mother-in-law. Give me dumpling and the inside raw. Dog no have foot and me say dog have paw. And when you see the eagle jam and him have claw, say white man a eat. This one from my
hold on, father, hold on. Hold on, come again.
I don't Los Angeles. Easy. Never king full of his all I be. Hear me now. Hear me now. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. When I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law.
Good evening, my name is Damien Phillips, and I'd like to say welcome to the show. If you're just joining,
Yeah, man.
you don't really miss nothing, right? Trying to build the viewers, because I don't like when I start to read the story and then go it over and over and over and over, which I know the thing go.
Give me no what. Tell them what.
It's instant, so people choose when they feel like, you know.
Me can't take me.
Some people have other things where them have to get out of the way before them come over here. So nothing wrong with that. What are we looking at tonight?
Listen, your mouth, me one part.
Before I do, let me say big up to my producer. Hey, Miss Nikisha Strawn. Big topic. Why wives are programmed to fight their mother-in-law. That's what we're looking at. Why wives. So them say it's programmed. It's a program thing. It is programmed that wives fight their mother-in-laws. Why is it so? I know I have a lot of married people here tonight, so I don't know. Can't hear from me tonight, please and thanks. But Mr. Demus there, so boy, I know my mother-in-law alone. Him can't take nobody. All him auntie must say want her to take off him night and all these things. Share the video, right? That's all I ask of you. Participate. Two things. Just participate in the show. Keep it lively and share the video. That's all my big. Nothing more. Me not ask for no offering. Me not ask for no pledge for keep me on here. None of them. So just share the video. Demus once again. Should I say good evening? Good evening, one and all. New streamers, how are you doing?
Where they come from California, down in Los Angeles. Easy. Never king full of his all I be. Hear me now. Hear me now. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. When I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. Yeah, man. Respect my mother, my father, my cousin, my brother. My aunt and my niece. You could come from California at a place called Los Angeles. You know what? Tell them follow them. You know. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law. The man me say she nyam off me one partner jaw. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. Say dog no one foot and me say dog have paw. I tell you when you see the eagle him have claw. Say white man a eat up them up now when it's raw. The fruit where me love a grapefruit and papa. I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. I tell you say me can't take me grandfather. Me bring in the girl, him say me out of order. He say me too young for start pop water. Him talk about me a fire bush master. Can't let me tell you about the music me charge for. Yeah me now. Him say for wait some more until you I'll get mature. And them the time there you can't think through the door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do me not gonna do it no more. But me can't take me auntie. Can't let me tell you say me can't take me auntie. She want the must to take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Can't let me tell you Papa those are the cause me. Can't let me tell you Papa Patrick coulda laugh off of me. some more until your while get mature. And then the time there you can't think through your door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me not gonna do it no more. Say me can't take me and take. She want the must be take off the night.
I'm always focused on America and
See your family, come let me tell you, Papa, those are
the Caribbean, Jamaica.
Let me tell you,
I'm gonna take you guys to Nigeria to find out how they cope
me join the royal family.
with bad mother-in-laws. Nigeria, we're going tonight, right?
All day long party. Me know say me say the must be my celebrity. You come from Jamaica, say that you a yardie. If you come from America, say you a Yankee. Cause me know say me say the must be my celebrity. But me can't take me mother-in-law. Give me dumpling and the inside raw. Dog no have foot and me say dog have paw. And when you see the eagle jam and him have claw, say white man a eat up them up there when it raw. Fruit where me love a great fruit and papa. The singer where me love a them a say a dinosaur. And say come Mr. Demus you a chief.
Mr. Demus. And you see, it's a thing from back then, you know, where they sing and they big up other singers who they like. And, you know, so as him say, a singer him like is Mr. Tenor. So you'll be hearing that one again and some more times. But like I say, as promised, let's go to Nigeria. I wonder if I Lagos them, I don't know. And hear how is it that they deal with bad mother-in-laws.
No, having a bad mother-in-law is empty like having a bad mother. You can't say because your mother is bad, you throw your mother away.
We all know we have master-in-law and mother-in-law. We are going to be asking Nigerians today how they will deal with their master-in-law. Let's find out together. How do you cope with a bad mother-in-law?
It's to show her love. And be patient with her and just pray. That's all.
You shower her with so much gifts, with all that you're going to win her love, and before you know it, she will definitely fall in love with you.
Bad mother-in-law is like taking my life away. Seriously.
How?
Well, you know the whole stress, the African mentality, the whole, you just need your mother-in-law to be like your mother. If it's not like your mother, then it's not going to work.
Well, I won't say you should fight. I won't say you should quarrel. The best thing is always just flee.
Flee?
Yeah, flee like fly. Just like, run away.
You run away from your marriage?
No, not your marriage. From that woman, anytime you just see her like this, just film. Just
You know, it depends your level of when you say bad as category. Do you understand? Somebody is bad. In what way is he bad? Is he killing your children or what is he? Is he abusing you or whatever? So there is a lot of way of blocking her from intruding into your marriage.
Well, I think the key is understanding and just getting out of her way.
Getting out of her way, how?
Well, I don't know how evil the mother-in-law is, but it's just all about respect because any which way you look at it, they were here before, so I guess that's just the best thing.
Pray to God to give me the grace.
Give you the grace?
Yeah.
To do what?
To cope with her.
To cope with her.
If you can't tolerate it, I know you must have been seeing that sign before you got married. To me, prayer is the key if you've gotten into it.
I don't believe there's someone that is bad unless, you know, there's wickedness in the world. Okay. But if you talk about bad mother-in-law, I don't think it's so common.
The character of a woman is what makes us to pronounce either is bad or good. But with the maturity of the man involved, can change the life of a woman, the in-law.
What if you've done everything in your past? You've showered her love, you've been patient, you've prayed, you've fasted, and it's not working. What would you do?
Yeah, if it's not really working out, all you have to do is to go to her, confront her, and let her know how, and as in how you love her, how you had done her as a mother. You understand? So from there, she too will understand. If you can be able to ask her, did you offend her in any way? If I saw that you offended her, let her tell you. So you can apologize. You kneel down and beg her that you're sorry.
If it's coming to her and stay with her a causing problem, then let her be where she is. Let her be with us. But if the is not alive and you had one taking care, then you go and rent an apartment for her. Send her all whatever she needs. Then, from there, once in a time, maybe twice in a year, you go and visit her.
Twice in a year.
Yes, or maybe you can send the daughter to go and visit her.
No, having a bad mother-in-law is empty like having a bad mother. You can't say because your mother is bad, you throw your mother away. You'll be patient with her, then you pray for her. I believe she's going to change. But if she doesn't change, you approach her and just talk to her.
And then you choose. You take your wife and let her go. And don't even just call, but I don't think you pay her a visit. Just call.
So you cut off the relationship?
You won't call the relationship. You call. But you don't pay visit so that she won't get you angry each time.
Yoruba people say, ìyàwó gidi ṣe fẹ́, ẹbí burúkú ni ò ṣe ni, things like that. If you have a good wife, but do you have bad in-laws? But let me put it this way: if your wife understands that parents are people are not good, you guys can work things out. Maybe you can run away from them. But if she doesn't understand, if she's everything, they are my people, then I'll just have to bolt out of it.
And you leave your marriage because of it?
Definitely now. It's all about, you say I have limited time to spend in this life than to just waste my time and kill myself because of one thing. So it's not as if I'm not an emotional person, but I can't kill myself.
All right, Nigerians have said they will flee and they will run and they would just avoid that totally. What would you do if you have a monster-in-law? Jela Adesirano, Batterbox.com.
So final. So I took you to Nigeria tonight, right? And so we have a new term, you know. We're not gonna call them mother-in-law tonight, right? Monster-in-law. What would you do if you have a monster-in-law? That's what we're looking at. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do if you had a monster-in-law?
Well, easy, man. This one from my mother.
Hey, one girl say,
Cause I'm a niece.
should I have, what she say should I do?
Los Angeles.
She show her with gifts and all of these things. So when the girl asking the pastor, so what if that don't work? She said, well, find out if you do something wrong and then fall down on your knees and beg her. Like, for real?
When I tell you, say me can't.
You know them something now go on to Jamaica. No time.
Me dumpling on the inside.
If you're just logging on, we're talking about monsters-in-law tonight.
Yeah, man.
Mother-in-law.
Respect my mother.
But it's funny, you know, because, you know, you have women who they fight with their mother-in-law and they end up big. It's like a cycle. It's just like what about the man them who them father breed them mother gone left them. And them come breed other woman and gone left them and then it's like, yeah. So you were at odds with your mother-in-law. You end up becoming a mother-in-law. Or a monster-in-law. I don't know. Why is it? We're going to find out, right? So I see my producer here saying, welcome lifestyle to everyone. If it's your first time, extend special welcome to you. Thank you very much, Miss Strong. I'm going to say, Tristan, big up yourself, Tristan, welcoming everybody. Good night. Sharon, how you doing? Lazy Jones in the building. Hey, Miss White, wagwan.
Me bring in the girl, him say me out the harder. He say me too young for start pop water. Him talk about me a fire bush master. Can't let me tell you about the music me charge for. Yeah, me know. Him say for wait some more until you I'll get mature. And then the time there you can't think to the door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me not gonna do it no more. But me can't take me auntie. Girl, let me tell you, say me can't take me auntie. She want the must to take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Girl, let me tell you, Papa, those are the cuss me. Girl, let me tell you, Papa, Patrick coulda laugh off for me. Wait some more until you will get mature. And then the time there you can't think through your door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me not gonna do it no more. Say me can't take me auntie. She want the must to take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Come let me tell you, Papa do.
Why wives are programmed to fight their mother-in-law? Why?
But me join the royal family. Me a go ram it in a town, a ram it in a country. Me a go ram dance all day, don't party. Me know say me say the must be my celebrity. You come from Jamaica, say that you are yardy. If you come
All right, thank you, Mr. Demas. As we make the time, 7 minutes going up to 10 o'clock my time. Yeah, 7 minutes going up to 9 o'clock for those of you in the, and I mean, I gotta stop saying Jamaica because the central time zone is not Jamaicans alone normally logging and tuning. All right, so why is it that wives are programmed to fight their mother-in-laws? It's the power struggle that blights millions of marriages. Now, a new book by Cambridge academic cast it in a fascinating new light. As my husband Michael breathed in through the door, I could feel myself bristling with indignation. The satisfied smile on his face and the spring in his step pointed to one thing. I date with another woman. My devoted husband claimed he loved me more than any other woman on earth. But here he was regularly taking another out for lunch. On my arrival, read him like a book. She laughed at his jokes, sympathized with his problems, and listened unruptured as he shared the dullest details of his life. She knew his favorite foods. She knew what films he watched. She even knew his inside leg measurement. No wonder I felt insanely jealous. I defy any wife not to feel the same. The trouble is, most women feel too embarrassed to admit it. How do you confess to yourself, let alone your friends, that you're jealous of the one woman who cannot possibly be sexually rival? Your mother-in-law. And yet, for many millions of women, the wedding ring is barely on our fingers before we're deadly composition with our husband mother. Or deadly in competition, with her husband's mother. Me never know them something going. This tug of war between a mother and a daughter-in-law is an age-old phenomenon. The stuff of sitcom jokes and Greek tragedy. Since the time of Caesar, who cataloged the deadly rival between a wife and her husband, bastard mother-in-law, or whatever, mother-in-law, man of law's tale, writers have found it a rich source of intense drama. In 1954, one study revealed that only 1 in 4 women even like her mother-in-law, and new research shows just how deep-seated tension is. And me see in a quotation here, so the conflict often arises from an assumption that each is criticizing or undermining the other woman. So I guess there's a constant rivalry going on there. A study of hundreds of families has revealed that nearly 2/3 of women complain they have suffered long-term unhappiness and stress because of friction with their husband's mother. During the research conducted over 2 decades, women accused their mother-in-laws of showing unreasonable jealousy or jealous love towards their son. In turn, mother-in-law complained that they were excluded from their sons' lives by their wives. But I think Genesis chapter 2 says, for this cause, a man must leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. So if a mother is complaining about that. Dr. Terry Apter, a psychologist and senior tutor at Newham College, Cambridge, carried out the research for her book, What Do You Want From Me?, which is published this month. I don't know which month that is. She explained the conflict often arise from a assumption that each is criticizing or undermining the other woman. But this mutual unease may have less to do with actual attitudes and far more to do with persistent female stereotypes that few of us manage to shake off completely. All right, so we soon get back to the WhatsApps and the Facebook. So let me just finish with the story. All right, both mother and the wife are struggling to achieve the same position in the family. That is wrong. Primary women or woman each tries to establish or protect their status. Each feels threatened by the other. I can understand that. I am the mother. I am his mother, and the wife is, well, I am his wife. I am the wife. I can see it. I can see it. Dr. Apter interviewed more than 200 people, including 49 couples, when researching her book. She attended family parties and get-together so she could observe women with their mother-in-law and scrutinize the family dynamics for herself. Excuse me. Her conclusion: it's a tragedy, she says. This impasse divides women who should have so much in common and who could benefit from each other's friendship is caused both sides terrible unhappiness and distress. Like Dr. Apter, I'm convinced that the rivalry is so ingrained that it doesn't matter how lovely your mother-in-law is. I should know because my mother-in-law, Sharon, who's 66, is actually a charming and kind, reserved woman. In fact, if any, I have more in common with her than I do with my own mother. Like me, Sharon is a lawyer. Like me, she's extremely nosy. I should have warmed to her from the outset. Yet, I still managed to find fault with her and be so mean that I get embarrassed just thinking about it. She didn't ring at inappropriate times or make snide comments about my housekeeping skills. I was just programmed to be on the defense, which I think most females are. We can dress it up all we like by saying it's down to clashes of personality, but I'm convinced that women have a primeval, you don't have to bear with me, need to shake their turf. To do that, you have to assert the power. I feel like I need to learn how to read again. But the glasses thing not gonna work here. It not gonna work. So nobody not tell me to put on my glasses. Yes, the power of assert the power of other women's, his mother. As Terry Apter sums up in her book, each is the primary woman in her primary family, as each tries to establish or protect her status. Each feels threatened by others. Apter says that most problems can be traced back to unspoken but conflicting expectations and assumptions. For instance, many daughter-in-laws assume that no matter how modern their mother-in-laws are, they will be judged on the cooking, cleaning, and child-rearing abilities. At the same time, mother-in-law often interrupt the decisions of their daughter-in-laws, to do the things differently from them, whether in relation to the to childcare, career, or running the home, as a rejection of their own choices. Daughters-in-law assume that as a fellow woman, their mother-in-law will be their ally when they disagree with their husband. But inevitably, a mother's unconditional love will trump any female bonding. So I think that is self-explanatory. I don't care how much I say, yeah, I'm tight with my mother-in-law. When it come on to our son, you write the sound and I'm not a friend anymore. It's the disappointment felt by both women that gives these relationships their distinct negative charge, the doctor says. Add to that a mother's conflicting feeling of pride and loss as a son marries, a wife insecurity about balancing work and home responsibility, and the tendency of most women to be more sensitive to criticism than men, and you have the perfect formula for years of trouble. These tensions don't just cause frictions within family. They can put even the best marriages at risk. An Italian study, for instance, carried out by the National Statistics Institute, found that the odds of marriage will increase with every 100 years that couples put between themselves and their in-laws. Italian courts found this evidence so compelling that they have ruled that a wife has the right to legally separation if her husband does not prevent his mother from invading their home. Read that again. The finding is so compelling that Italian courts found the evidence. All right, so I'm going to read. The Italian courts found the evidence so compelling that they have ruled that a wife has the right to a legal separation if her husband does not prevent his mother from invading their home. In-law troubles can also increase stress and even affect health. The most extreme cases may be seen in cultures where marriage couples are expected to move in with the husband's family, and the bride is expected to be subservient to her in-laws. A Japanese study published last year found that women living in multiple generational households, in parentheses, grandparents, adults, children, and young children, were 2 to 3 times more likely to experience coronary heart disease than women living with just a spouse. On the other hand, parentheses, surprise, surprise, the men living in those multi-generational homes experience no increased risk. While Terry Apted studies showed that 75% of couples have problems with in-law, just 15% of those involve a problem between husband and their mother-in-laws. Men are better at avoidance strategies, or they will use mother-in-law's jokes to diffuse the tension, she explains. But when women can't keep a low profile, issues such as cooking, the children's behavior, and how a table is set and a meal presented all affect a woman's sense of self-worth, and she is judged on them. You have only got to look at the websites such as www.motherinlawstories.com to see just how bitter the battle can become. One woman complains that at her wedding, her mother-in-law asked her and her other daughter-in-law and son-in-law to step out of the picture so the photographer, parentheses, who the couples were paying for, could take pictures of her family. Ooh, no, baby love, that's not how you do it. You take a big picture first with everybody in it, and then you break it down to where you want it. Or you start off, when I'm doing a wedding, I'm doing the photo shoot now. of course, the focus is on the bride. The bride. And then I try my established shots. I say, okay, couples and both parents. If both of them parents are there, mother and father for both sides, then I do that big picture, which is 6 of them. And then if kids are involved, then I say throw in the kids. You understand? And then I break it down now and I say, okay, couple with the bride's parents, couple with the groom's parents, or me do it one at a time and then join it. I flip it around. But like the bride is like, in-laws step out of the picture so I can get a photo of my family, which I'm paying the photographer for. No, sir. Right, that's how Elle broke loose. Me know a bit. Ooh. And my mother alone understand nothing. My mother soft like that. She's not cantankerous or whatever. Another woman would found her mother-in-law totally unsympathetic after she gave birth. A few days after I had a cesarean section, she called to see how I was doing. She says naively, I told her the truth, that I was in pain and my lower back was hurting. She then called my husband mobile, and because her voice is so very loud and irritating, in parentheses, I could hear her every word. She told him my back is probably hurting because I'm overweight and that I should really do something about it. And so it goes on with mother-in-laws waiting to tell their side of the story too. All right, but before I go there, so let me visit Facebook and put on your glasses. So Nikki said they programmed to fight their mother-in-laws because some of them are witches and want to control their sons and think no woman is good enough for their sons and no woman can wash, cook, or clean for her son like she can. And they're jealous over the woman their son choose. Some mother-in-law cannot be tamed, all when you're flooding them with gifts or money. So yes, anybody else want to weigh in? Please weigh in. I want to hear from you tonight. I don't want it to be a one-sided thing where me just talking to Uno. Alright? One of my friends, I want to know, link me on WhatsApp that I am not going to share on the names. Right? You don't know that by now. So one of my friend linked me and she said, my past one was never good. I thank God that I leave her son. Alright, this one say I thank God that I leave her son. So I guess in other words, my friend say the best thing that ever happened to her. If you like to call me and chat to me, because maybe you're like me who don't like the whole phone thing, you can call me at 614-602-2962. That's 614-602-2962. 614-602-2962. So like I said, I want to hear from you and more hear the comments. So what we're looking at this evening is monster-in-laws, and from the article I'm reading, why is it that wives are programmed to constantly fighting. So we heard from the wives. Now I want to hear from we heard from the wives a while ago. Now I want to hear from the mothers. And let me say big up to the cooks just locked in. Craig Cook in the building, Sanji cooking. Sanji, I want to hear from you. You like your mother-in-law? You get I get along with your mother-in-law? Talk to me. I want to hear. Craig, you get along with your mother-in-law, sir? Okay, so if you're logging in for the very first time, let me welcome you to Lifestyle. Now is live on Tristan's Buckley's page. So big up executive producer Tristan Buckley, big up yourself. All right, so now we're going to hear from the mothers, right? The side of the story, which is only fair. It's easy to imagine why women who define themselves according to the men in their lives would end up in competition. But neither my mother-in-law nor I are like that. We are both women who pride ourselves on our independence and our career. My feeling towards her were so inbuilt and so subtle that I barely realized what I was doing. I insinuated myself between her and my husband, delicately but decisively. Through cues as understated as holding his hand when we were together, I tried to make my primacy clear. When Michael and I spent time with my mother-in-law, I found myself using the first person plural and exclusive words if ever there was one. For example, we love that movie. We love that movie. I would say, or I would crow, that's our very favorite restaurant. Well, take you next time. We'll take you next time we go. All this to show her that he and I were a unit. Almost subconsciously, I was desperate to prove that Sharon was no longer the most important woman in the family. I was. And of course, most of all, I resented the weekly lunch dates Michael and his mother shared. Looking back, I can see that it was simply a sweet gesture of Michael's. I should have been touched by his loyalty and love. Instead, I just settled with jealousy. I didn't feel desperately exclusive, but driven by an instinct I couldn't control. I was determined to make Sharon know her place and that it was behind me. Hey, cousin Gia, welcome to the show. We're talking about mother-in-laws tonight. Well, monster-in-laws tonight. Alright, I don't know if you haven't experienced my cousin you want to share. I never banned Michael from seeing his mother. In fact, I was incapable of voicing my feelings. They were so irrational and so embarrassing. Instead, I used the most powerful weapon wives have over mother-in-laws. Guess what that is? What is the most powerful weapon wives have over their mother-in-laws? Who can tell me what that is? Who can tell me what that is? Most powerful weapon. And Sanji responded and she said, yes, DP. So what is the most powerful weapon that any wife has over their mother-in-law? I'm waiting on the answer before I continue reading. So if you not text me or try, then it's sure done. I want somebody, come on, man. Somebody, WhatsApp, anywhere, Facebook, anywhere. Tell me what you think the most powerful weapon that any wife has over their mother. Excuse me. Yep, Gloria Taylor said it. SEX. Without ever admitting it to each other or talking about it, Michael gradually realized that the happier I was, the better our love life was. He knew that when he spent time with his mother, it put me in a bad mood and our sex life suffered. So, without me ever having to cause a scene or force him to choose between us, the lunch dates withered away. I had won. I felt a sense of victory, but I also felt horribly ashamed. As for poor Michael, like most husbands in this most stereotypical of domestic dramas, he did his best to keep everyone happy. But he was confused after all. It was clear to him I was his beloved. She was his mother. Two entirely different relationships. I think he wished I'd just give it a rest. Then I became a mother myself, and something began to change. I began almost at first to relax. Suddenly, anytime I say whatever one word I can't pronounce or figure out or whatever, I'm not putting on a glasses, so yes. Suddenly, there could be no questions that we, my children, and I were the primary family unit in Michael's life. It was as if once it became obvious that the competition was over, I could take my mother-in-law into my heart with all the grace of a good winner. And mercifully, Sharon was waiting to be my friend. We have never openly discussed how I behaved, but I know she's only human and she must have been hurt. But through all my jealousy and bad behavior, she seemed sensible enough to remain totally calm and unflappable. I shuddered when I think how badly fractured our relationship would now be if she had risen to the bait, as so many others attempted to do, and who can blame them? Terry Apter has found that most women are baffled as to why their daughter-in-laws feel so hostile towards them. They don't understand why these wives are quick to take offense, take everything they say the wrong way, or reject every attempt of friendship. Cause okay, I have one of those. Now she would be looking to me for a drink of water, but before I was not good enough for her child. Had. That is in the past tense. So, continuing. I understand why I accepted that way. Sorry. I understand why I acted that way. And now I have 2 sons of my own. I just hope I can be as wise and historical as my mother-in-law was when my turn comes, as it surely will. But I know it will be tough. I am already steeling myself from the moment when their wives cast a dismissive eye over my crown, or my crows, feet and thick waist, as if to ask, what did you ever see in her? Ooh. Will I be able to bite my tongue? I hope so, for all our sakes. Bad Modern Chronicle, Material Crimes, whatever. That is what I read from. That is how it ends. Sad. Anyways, so, hey, Squeeze, what going on, youths? You in the building? Squeeze, talk to me. How the relationship between you and your mother-in-law now? That's what we're talking about, you know. Bad mother-in-law. May I try, yeah. Well, I try to get some views and the whole, the mother-in-law thing. But you see, I said it before even reading the article that it's like a cycle because it goes around and it comes around. It goes around and it comes around. And when your time comes, you're like, yeah, because if you have a son, he's going to, well, providing that he, I don't know. Because something just come to my mind a while ago. Let me just block that out in the name of Jesus. I'm just like I say, yes, this is what I want to say, and this is what I am saying. So you have a son. One day is going to find a woman. For some of us, it's multiple women we find until we finally decide, say, yeah, we meet a wife, which may I go play the Randall Positive. I played it the other night, and I love the response that I got from it. Randall Positive. Take my breath away. Yeah, I'm going to play that in a few, talking about the wife thing. So you end up in the same position, feeling that, listen, I know one lady, she dead now, but I'm still not going to call her name because her son is alive. And I think he was 40 something or 50 something. Hey y'all, yeah, hey you too. And she said, listen, she prefer her son stay in a fear house because she knows that she not gonna treat him bad. Then him go live with woman, and then the next thing you know, woman a beat him with her jaws and all of these things. You understand? That was from one of my friends who tell me, said, no, our son is whatever age, him have him pitting them whatever. She no business and she no business in carrying up. Woman come there whatever, can you have in room in free for do whatever you want to do. You understand? So you have mothers who they're so protective. But me I say, if you have your child and nothing wrong with him, he's not disabled or whatever, why you think you need to be so protective, you know? That is how I look at it. Nikki said they hate their daughters-in-law, but they must remember that sickness is a must. The stone that the builder rejected become the cornerstone. And yeah, that my cousin said a while ago. She said, yeah man, right now she wish she would have get a glass of water. Don't. Bless up yourself, Simon aka Squeeze and the Manchester crew. Lisa talk up the things them about the monster-in-laws. Yep, that's what we're looking at this evening. Monster-in-laws. So this is what happened when a man find a wife, right?
He that find it a wife, find it a good thing, you know. So this is Rondell Positive, singing a love song to my one and only lady, my wife. Say I love you, my baby. I love you, my lady. I love you, my baby. Alright then, well I'm no player, so I have to tell you, girl, you take my breath away. Whoa, and from the moment that I saw you, babe, I knew you were my wife, and I never go astray. All day by God, the one you sign and sealed. No infatuation, this love, it is the real deal. The document signed, nothing no conceal. From the bottom of my heart, me want reveal. First I was attracted to your exterior. Cute face, most of all, it was your posterior. But then you blessed me with the grace of your interior.
So if you're just lagging on, we're talking about monster-in-laws, right? Well, it can be mother-in-law too. What's the relationship? Anybody brave enough you have a bad experience with the mother-in-law, you want to share it now? Let me know, man. You like to call me, the number is 614-602-2962.
You take my breath away.
Lisa is saying, lol, they are irritating and nosy. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Karen, what's up?
I want to proverbs and lyrics of love. Your speech smoother than oil, your lips sweeter than honey. Was interested in my life when me never.
So the next video I'll be playing from, I think Nigeria again.
You be my children, you are the.
What if your mother-in-law does not accept you? What would you do?
I'm gonna lean to my own
understanding.
If God said do, then there is no problem. Because Paul said,
we love you like Christ loved the church.
Oh yeah, with all my heart I'm doing it with everything.
One thing I can tell you,
teeth and tongue.
If it comes to a point where teeth and tongue meet, and your man is going to tell you, your husband is going to tell you that, listen, your mother, I know. Me think that ungodly, because the Bible itself says for this cause a man must leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. You understand? So you have some people that might say, oh no, me can't go live with her because my mother need me and yeah, me not say for this your mother either. You understand? Because me love my mother with all my heart. Me not say this your mother, but I'm saying that is how the Bible set it. That is how God set it. So listen, you leave your mother and your father. So something else for some people do, which I think is totally wrong. You can't be, as you and the man in an argument, you call your mother. Every little thing you call your mother. And then, worse if your mother never like him. Because it goes two ways, you know. It goes two ways. You have mothers who don't like the daughter-in-law. And you have mothers who don't like the son-in-law. Because their plan never come true. They wanted their daughter to find a nice rich man to build a 3-story house where she herself couldn't build. You understand? So when our daughter said, listen, I'm going for love. It's not about, or maybe when the daughter is all younger, she used to run the road and run it and everything her mother wants, she get and all of these things. But she decides, say, boy, yeah, that now cut it. I want to be, it's about me now. It's not about giving my parents money or whatever. It's about me. So she take up, which, me tell you already, me have my bad experience. I had a girlfriend who At one point, me tell her, I say, oh, I'm going to stop coming here yard, because your grandmother don't like me. She was living with her grandmother. And she asked me, say, if her grandmother me or a she. Yeah, me like, me I tell you truth, like, when me used to go to her house at night time, I want to use the bathroom and me go out the door. The way me I say, yo, me not even want to go to the bathroom and then grandmother go get up and, I mean, a big man in my 20s, and I like, me not lick a pit near her. She, like, a matter of fact, she was even older than me. There's a thing about older women. Right, Craig? Yeah. There's a thing about older women. So, so she do all of them everything. So I don't lick up in the hide and seek nothing and thing. And reach a point I may say, all right, now I'm in a business and start take shower and do all works. But her grandmother's problem was the person was with her baby father like at Easter time. And would have carry bun for the whole house, bun and cheese, and Christmas time, everybody get them money. And me, I was young little, not telling them my age youth at the time. I couldn't do all of that. So that was where the problem lies. So the grandmother saw it as a downgrade where, you know, she's coming from getting all that she want, and the grandmother specifically getting all that she wanted from this man. But, you know, now she take up somebody we can't do nothing for her. That's the term I hear people use all the way. Hey, you have ambition. So if a girl decides that she's going to find love and you know, she's young, starting with somebody who have nothing and then build something together, you know, them get cuss out or them get, you know, all kind of thing because. And I just think you have some mothers who, they just don't feel like Nikki said before. Them no. Guys, me think say, and this is what I'm saying to all the daughter-in-laws now. Some of the time them not pay them no mind because it's not a you thing. That is what I want to believe. It's not personal. It's like nobody, even if me not care. Maybe the only thing we really would I get to them I like one rich, rotten rich woman. Where we just say, you know what, when you want anything, just you don't even ask your son, whatever, yes. So then we even pretend. But still deep down in their mind, them not think say you're good enough. Me think say it's a mother thing. They just not think say. And you have mothers who are like that too with their daughters. They just don't, it's balance. They just don't think that their daughter, no man at all is good enough for them daughter. Me don't come on to fathers now, it's different. Fathers just now I know say no man a touch him daughter, period. Some men that is. I mean, if he's somewhere the bad one, them have that kind of mindset there. So Latana say, need to know them place. I'm not lying with your mom, so cares not what she thinks. Melissa say, if she don't accept me, I won't do anything. I married her son, not her. Latana say, well then stay with your mother then. So when me tell you to stay with your father then, you go, I can't believe you said that. And now when me say you are turning around, you see you Latana, you have something else, you know. Nikki say, Lisa, I agree. And Melissa also say, Latanya, same to you. Latanya and Lisa is the same person here, so don't get confused if you hear me using the names interchangeably. It's the same person. So Melissa saying, I not doing a thing if they not. And that is my take on it too. I tell anybody this, in-laws or whatever it is, whatever connection they have to the person that I married to, me say, listen, when me get married, I want somebody me married to. Not an entire crew or family or whatever. They say you're married into the family, but it's not in all cases. Because if they don't accept you, what you're going to do? And I don't believe that. Well, it's kind of tricky. Because some of the time, your people insist something or they know something. And you have persons who are divorced now and they're like, boy, I did listen to my father, I did listen to my mother. I wouldn't be in this predicament or whatever and stuff. But then again, everybody have them life to live. Some of the time, you have to make your mistakes. I'm going to say my mother text me. I'm going to see what she text me say. Okay, cool. Right? So, what was I saying? My mother just texted me for real in a real life. Yeah, I'm married to you. I don't married to your whatever else. So when you assign a 4 name go upon you the thing, the 2 weaknesses and none of your mother and your father and whatever. The 2 weaknesses are you and this mother I'm married to. You understand? But I'm saying, oh yeah, I was saying some of the time them see things, but guess what? You have to get your own experience too, so you can, you know, that shape your life. You understand what I say? So some of the time them really need to make mistakes, and then we learn from it. Some of the mistakes, yes, is getting married. Because I always say this, that it's 3 things make you get for know somebody: marriage, sex, and pregnancy. And for the most part, And some people say I'm biased, that's why I see it like that. But if truth be told, it's more so. When the woman them feel like, yes, me get the ring now or whatever, me did have the man already now, me get the ring, then them feel like, yeah, them win. Them accomplish, then I need to do nothing else. So some of them stop watch them wait and get overweight. So it's like a sexy thing where the man get married to just gone, and you know, I'm not expect the man to, yeah, all of them something there. So yeah, after marriage, yeah, that is when a lot of times you have some female really unleash. As me said, the three of them: sex, marriage, and pregnancy, in whichever order. That is when you start really see the person. But, you know, before that, everything nice and sweet. She used to come over your yard and make you feel like you're dirty, because every minute she has sweep. All if I say, no, me sweep, she sweep again and show you say you never did sweep good. But then when she have you know, she's like, yeah, and them no nook. I believe in gender equality. I believe in equal rights and justice. So here what happen now. Just like how you expect me to take up you and sweep and all that, you can do it too. Nothing wrong with it. And this is the funny part. You have mothers who they talk a kind of way now to say, listen, me no want no man who can't help himself, or me no want no man with this blah 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 whatever. He must can do this too, and it's 50-50 in the house, and we share the house chores and blah blah blah. But guess what? Make them go over them son yard. And when they call him, say, Mom, me there on her back. And when she grow on there, she see him sit down over upon her clothes. All if I fit him, the mother-in-law have problem. All if the clothes them belong to him, the mother-in-law again have problem. Because she go say, so where you have wife for? Hey, you have to cook every day, you have to wash, cook and clean. Where you have wife for? That the workless girl, they can't do nothing. Me don't know where you seen her. Let me tell. No. Melissa say, it's my husband's job to keep his family in check, and my job to keep mine in check. And that reminds me of a joke I heard I heard once, and this is a true story. Part of it is that, well, all of it is true, but I didn't expect this to play out like that. I did a wedding in Trelawney once, and who want to figure out who, I don't care. So this is what happened now. So somebody came up and gave a bit of advice in a toast and said, listen, if you want your marriage to last, there are 3 laws that you have to keep out. The outlaws, the in-laws, and the law itself. Outlaws meaning whatever things we enough to do. In-laws, of course, are family members. And the law itself is what? Divorce. Because if you're not draft it, the law for divorce, then you can't divorce, right? So, the daughter of the groom, the eldest that was present at the wedding, she came up to talk. I remember make sure I cut out that what type people in wedding. Although the man did come back and ask me for the unedited copy. The daughter came up and she said, well, let me tell you something. I heard whoever came up a while ago and talk about there's 3 laws. No, it's 4. You have the outlaws, the in-laws, the law, and you also have Lawrence's. Because Lawrence added them last name. So she actually threatened the wife and said, listen, we're from a long-living family, whatever, long-life family, and my grandmother is 100 and whatever. And my father dead before him reach 90, whatever, you're going to have to answer to me. The woman said, the daughter said all of that. And of course, I know me did I record it because that I was paid to record everything. And like I said, I made sure when I edit it because I never think that right. You know, I say if you have problem with your in-laws, like at the wedding is not a place where... And I've seen it several times doing weddings. Like, you may find out, say, is the wife... Like, it's clear, so the wife that foreigner she come and the wife really has spending money and do everything. And her family believe that, okay, that is automatic entitlement. So they're the ones saying, oh, I want picture with this, I want picture with them, I want picture. And the man just have to stand up there with film family, like, you know, them are some nobody. You know, like, they're not even invited at their own wedding kind of thing. Yeah, me see all of them something already. And argument cast because when one strong-willed person are going to say, no, blah, 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 this and that, then argument and stuff. So I have seen it. I've seen it all. But, yep. Another thing that I witnessed was a funeral, and you had the wife and her set of kids, and then you have I remember if I did previous wife or woman where did have pitney for the man and whatever. But all of them end up there at the funeral, and one upper thing because I never that's what the man did want bury, and him did say I want bury first, but show the wife a she, and yep, all kind of something. Latanya say, well, watch the ring get dash in the corner. Watch the ring get dash in the, yeah, say I got dash the ring in the corner. I hear you. Alright, so let's go over back to, I think I want to say it's Nigeria, I'm not sure.
Personally, if my mother-in-law is not in support of my marriage, I won't go ahead with it.
If your mother-in-law does not accept you, should you still go ahead with the marriage? Let's find out. If your mother-in-law doesn't accept you, would you still go ahead with the marriage?
No.
Why?
Because mother-in-law is the owner of the house. Okay. Without her acceptance, the marriage won't work. Because she will make sure she will frustrate you in the marriage, that she will make sure that you are uncomfortable.
You do. If I really love the guy, I'll just hope and pray she accepts me, because really I can't deal with mother-in-law drama.
If he loves me, I'll still go ahead with it. Do you know mother's blessing is very important? Don't you think so? Yes, I know. If there is no genuine reason why she doesn't like me, I will still go ahead with it. Some people are just like that. They won't just like you. I'll still go ahead. You still go ahead? Yeah, because I love him and he loves me as well.
I can't go ahead with the marriage.
Why?
Because I think the mother-in-law determined the marriage in the first place. Because anything she says is what I will go about, and I can't force myself to marry the lady without the consent of the mother-in-law.
No.
Why?
I don't think it's possible.
Why?
Because if a lady wants to marry, you have to consider the family of the man you want to get married first. But now that the mother-in-law does not accept me, I don't see any reason why I should go ahead with the marriage.
No, I won't.
Why? Why?
I sure wouldn't. Why would I? The mother-in-law doesn't accept it. That means the whole family doesn't want to accept the man. And you're not only married to the man, you're also married to the family of the man. So very importantly, everybody must accept you. No, in court. Okay. It doesn't have to be everybody, but at least 90% of the people or your husband's people must accept you. Especially your mother-in-law.
Though I wouldn't advise anybody to go. I wouldn't go ahead with it. But then there are things you will do. If somebody becomes your friend, definitely the person will develop a soft spot for you.
First, I have to know a reason of not accepting me.
Okay.
And if based on a reason, if it is not ethical, as in it's not culturally, probably maybe because of our own life experience, I will advise the father-in-law she should speak on my behalf to talk to her. And if she's still adamant, I think we can go ahead with
the marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, it all depends on the guy.
Okay. How?
If the guy is not the mommy's type, like I will know if he actually has my back or not. If he has my back, I can go ahead with the marriage. But if he doesn't, I wouldn't go ahead with the marriage because I wouldn't know if definitely his mother-in-law is going to control him.
To keep our distance or something, I don't know.
Keep
I
your
won't be
distance
going to her house, she won't be coming to our place. Or if she's around, I won't be in the house. So,
and you think you will enjoy the marriage with that?
We'll find a way around it.
Okay, what about if you love the guy so much?
I'll give up the love.
Wow, just like that.
Yeah,
just for
because
your own happiness, right?
Just for my own happiness, because you can never come between a mother and a son, no matter what. No matter how the guy loves you, definitely blood is thicker than water. He still loves his mother more than anything.
You need acceptance in marriage, especially from your relatives, from your husband's people, and if you don't have it, you don't have it. There's nothing you can do about it. You will only get frustrated in the marriage.
Wow, guys. Well, I got these two sayings from Nigerians today. One is, blood is thicker than water. And the second one is, love is not everything in a marriage. That's a food for thought for you guys. That's all for today. I'm Modo Irene. Partibus.com.
Love is thicker than water. And I know that nobody now have no problem with the Nigerians them, right? Cause don't it very, very similar to Yard? Yeah. Almost the same thing we say back home So, some comments here. Let me go all the way down to Latanya. Latanya says something I think very important for me. I mention. Latanya say, I have noticed that monster-in-laws are created when the mother-in-laws don't have a man. It's true that, ladies. It's true that. I did I think that earlier when Nikki said something, you know. But some of the time them not have man and then because they're such of a monster. Because you reach a point now, this is something I observe. I think I saw it on Facebook or WhatsApp. I mean Instagram. I'm a screenshot it. There are only two. There you go. In marriage, you have two choices: be right or be happy. So as a man, it's either you're gonna be right or you're gonna be happy. You know, so if you be right, then you're not gonna be happy, right? So you have some man where, and this is what I'm saying. When you see a long marriage, or you see two people together like forever, most of the time you reach a stage where the woman is the dominant one and the man just say yes to everything or she say yes. So I've seen it where the woman is so, you know, with the neighbor and all of these things, them just, anything them say, the husband have to say yes and back you up. Anything at all. So some of the time Latana is not that they don't have a man, but they, you know, them just reach a level where them just feel like, you know, I'm here rule, I'm here the boss, anything me say goes. I don't know if that will ever happen to me because I don't know, me a Taurus, me a bull, so the bull have to rule, you know. Sometimes I think I'm a bit overbearing with it, but that's just me. I mean, I don't say I have to rule anybody, but me just say, if any ruling I go on, I know it's got to be me. Yep. Latanya, my next husband better know how to defend me because the moment I have to defend myself to his mother, all hell is going to break loose. But you know, you hear people them saying in Nigeria, like blood thicker than water, you know. So the man got automatically want to defend his mother first and foremost. Latanya said, that's why I don't want a mama boy. Sorry, I'm intentional to read it out here though. Remember the other night we talked about mama, man. Mama's boy. Gia says, from personal experience, it won't work if she doesn't approve, no matter how much you try, because she will go out of the way to make your life hell, especially if he is a damn mama's boy. I went as far to say I will never date any. I went as far to say I'll never date. I'm only a only son of a man, or a man with his mom alive. All right, so let me read that properly. I went as far as say I'll never date a man who is an only son, or if his mom is that. Oh Jesus, seriously, cuz? No man, that deep. Latanya say I agree. I agree to what? What you agree to, Latanya? Craig says, lol, these Africans are so funny, like some of us in Jamaica. Yeah, we're from Africa, so, you know, it's basically the same. Latana say, that is, I've seen mother-in-law so damn nosy that they want to know about the sex life. No, that's just nasty, creepy, and disgusting. But it depends on the relationship that you have. Because you can't have a relationship with your mother-in-law that she even teach you a thing or two. How you mean that's nasty? Come on, Latana. I mean, I agree with you. You can't have a good mother-in-law want to discuss just about every single thing. Every single thing. Yeah. And she tell you where your man and father used to. And I feel like more sneeze, so that mean a true word me attack. Latanya, no, but back to what my cousin said. She said she got as far as, listen, she not date no man who is her only son, or if his mother is still alive. No, that deep. That deep. Can I say deep again? Deep. One more time for Demas.
Well, easy, man. This one from my mother, my father, my sister, my cousin, my niece. Where they come from, California, down in Los Angeles. Easy. Living king for love is all I bring. Hear me now. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. When I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law, she give me dumpling and the inside raw. Yeah man, respect my mother, my father, my cousin, my brother, my aunt and my niece. You could come from California, at a place called Los Angeles. You me know what? Tell them follow me, man. You me know. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law. The man me say she yam off me one partner jaw. She give me dumpling and the inside raw. Say dog no one foot and me say dog of paw. I tell you when you see the eagle him have claw. Say white man a eat up them up now when it's raw. The fruit where me love a grapefruit and papa. I tell you say me can't take me mother-in-law. Me say me can't take me mother-in-law. I tell you say me can't take me grandfather. Me bring in me girl, him say me out the harder. He say me too young for start pop water. Him talk about me a fire bush master. Can't let me tell you about the music me charge for. Yeah me know. Him say for wait some more until you I'll get mature. And then the time there you can't think through the door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me not gonna do it no more. But me can't take me auntie. Can't let me tell you, say me can't take me auntie. She want the must be take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Go let me tell you, Papa, those are the cuss me. Go let me tell you, Papa, Patrick coulda laugh off for me. Wait some more until you will get mature. And then the time there you can't think through your door. You do it on your bed and sometime on the floor. And things me used to do, me now go do it no more. Say me can't take me auntie. She want the must be take off the nightie. Everybody knows that me and she a family. Go let me tell you, Papa, those are the...
Alright, Papa D must big up yourself. So, I mean, detail, I'm not talking about experience and what I should and should not do. More our example. Can I, Latana, may I have an example, please? Yeah. More our example, can I follow? Tristan say, Papa Jesus. Sneeze. And that's all you pick out of all of that, Tristan. Like, seriously. All you pick out of all of gone a while ago is that more sleeves. So, a true word. Wow. Interesting. But, like me say again, the thing kind of balance. Well, balance in the sense where it's not only for the man alone, because you have mothers who... And read the whole thing about the being with somebody who... I kind of believe it. If you happen to know the person like from a long time, because I think this more happen with like church or community people. You know the person long time and whatever, because you want nobody, you know, them mother not get no blessings. You know, you're not going to feel. You understand what I say? And it causes problems, you know, where the mother will just constantly do things. So even if you reach a point where, and then it depends on how close the child is to the mother too. Because if it's a case where, yeah, my mother, my father, me not really, there's nothing big about it, whatever, then that person most of the time can make them own decisions and do what they want to do. But if it's a closeness, if you realize, like, listen, this is, as the term them say, mama boy, where, you know, everything I mother, then you have a problem. You understand? Good night, everyone. But that mean you're gone? So you forgot and left me. I don't understand you, Miss Producer. Alright, so Latana is giving me an example here. Mother-in-laws need to go... Oh, no. I read that already. Need to find a life with accordingly need to some of their business and stay out of it. I feel like I never did read it. Did I read this one, Latana, when you say mother-in-laws need to go find their own life and deal with it accordingly? They need to find some business and stay out of their son's business. Oh no. Well, the computer just showed me that. Okay, so this is the example now. Sure. Like for instance, asking about her son's performance in bed and the size. Hey Ashima, how you just logging on? So hold on. So which mother don't know the size of them son? You sure no make that up, Latane? That sound like something you make up. Yeah, me can understand if she's asking the son if he's being satisfied or if the wife big or something, me can understand that. But the mother-in-law come and ask the daughter-in-law how her son perform and that kind of off. No, even bending around the corner to see the action. No, but hold on. So this is what I believe in. I believe that, especially if you just get married, the only other person supposed to be in the house is if either you have kids already. I am strongly against moving into, like you heard the article already, if you were here later and you never there, so you never hear it. Where they're saying wives tends to be stressed out from those culture where it is the norm for the wife to move in with the husband's family and the multi whatever thing, and them normally get whatever heart disease and stuff. Because every detail, I mean, you can imagine you're in a house and you can't decide when the curtains change, or you then or a Sunday like Jamaica. You don't know we are Jamaica. Like all a Sunday daytime now, you don't get a chance or a choice to say, okay, I'd like to do some stew pork for my husband today, or I'd like to. You see, but me I say you see like because you have some careless woman know where them something they can reach them, you know, because them not believing that they wash, cook and clean thing. So them game find a man, and the man where maybe him no want to do it neither, and him say, alright, come live with me and my mother, and you go move in, and then you just be like a sibling in the house. Because you can't make no decision, you can't do nothing. So back to this one, Latanya, I say no. Them even have been around the corner for peep. And some real pervert I talk about this stuff. Like, yeah, but me I say, big people. Me don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could live with other relatives, as me I say, other than the pitney them. Like, I discourage it because what happened is, side is going to be taken, like it or not. I'm gonna talk it over and over. I remember even my early days, teenage years of dating. I always gain the respect of the mothers, and no man not there, so I need to give them no advice. I don't know, like Craig did there, but Craig married, so I need to give him that advice there. But yeah, so I always gain the trust of the mothers, and then say everything nice from this stuff. Cause from mommy like you can't go, nothing can go wrong this so. But may I say, when as the African girls and Nigerian, blood thicker than water. So and it was mentioned in the article as well. Now here, you think, oh yeah, we have bonded and we have bonded and stuff. When it comes down to taking a side, blood is going to prevail. You understand? Now here, I think them supposed to understand you, whatever. And I've seen it several times. It's like automatically it's just like, say, a football game. All when you know one Reggae Boys fan, if Reggae Boys are play Egypt, who you want to win? It's automatic. Whatever you, and then we still know say, alright, this kind of segue still, but my FIFA said to make say. So like say, okay, so Trinidad are play USA. Psh, we are not Trinidadian, but guess what? It's the Caribbean. Back to the relative thing we make kind of share. So you can always have that protective thing where they're defensive for them loved one. Them it just not gonna ever change. That's just the way it is. Latana say, my thing is only one queen of a castle. Right, that is my point. So the woman never feel comfortable moving into one man house with him people them, or want moving the man in a house to the people them. Yeah, as me say, me know you're not gonna move me, I know. So yeah, I'm good with that. I try and say, man, the ear, stop it. So if you give me advice. So what I was saying is, if you're trying to get with a woman and the father have a problem with you, but I mean mainly young people, something that's got big adult, I don't know. But I'm just saying, yeah, I have a problem with you. You just make sure you have a close thing with the mother. The mother will rub him down. If you don't think I like me, I tell, go and go watch Anna Minos. Yeah. The mother will talk him into it, man. You know, I say, come on, man, let her make she go enjoy herself and so yeah. And then again, there's a benefits from not, the single mother thing. Yeah, you know, have to deal with no father, because father not even know nothing about him daughter. Yeah, I feel like me attack some bad something tonight. Nikki say, once a man find a woman and consider marriage, he should leave his mother house and take responsible. Find place, put his wife. Well said. Well said. And let me say, from a man's point of view, tonight, the thought came from Nikki, my producer. So let me take her words. Now say she's a man. So from a man's point of view tonight, my talking point, once a man find a woman and consider marriage, he should leave his mother's house and take responsibility and find a place to put his wife. And I remember one pastor I had a couple of years ago, him always attack when young people growing up, and he said, listen man, my mother always said this, learn, find somewhere to put your head before you put your cock. So that means you must set up one room. So when you make up you make your mind say, okay, yes, you want to get involved or whatever. You have somewhere. Because I'm telling you, you're actually at a disadvantage. Even if you're not only your house alone, I mean her house alone. So it's two ways. So if you move her in your house, you're gonna have a problem, because trust me, not care how them pretend like them all nice and dandy. The two women them can always have a little thing between them one another, because guess what? No mother no want nobody mistreat them son. No banata, no mother no want that. And if you can do something to prevent that, you're going to. It's a natural. It's like still like a mother and a hen. They're just protective. It's a natural thing to be protective of. You understand? And that's why I say to, and I encourage this. Like, if you're having problems and things in your marriage, not quick for you go to your relatives and talk about it. Because guess what? You have time. And I think it was Elise Kelly I was listening on IRFM one morning. So I make sure I say it for making us sound like a my natural thing. She was saying, and it did get deep the morning she discussed it. I said, listen, you have people say, your boyfriend, something, man, maybe him box you, or whatever it is. Not to say that it's okay for him to be abusive. But when you go and you tell your father, say, him say, babe, oh, your eye blew up on you, say, boy, you know, say, a Patrick do this, whatever and stuff. And when you and your husband make it up, and everything nice, I don't know, I do what married people do or whatever thing. Every time when your father see this man, he want to chop him with a machete, even if he never act on it. You understand? So it's not safe to always be running to your family member. And may I say, worse when them in at the house, that's our next different something. But finally, if you're with somebody and then can't call a spade, then those signs are obvious. Me prefer them say, yo, no done the argument if that it reached down to before nobody get disrespectful or whatever. Then it can't be, he's taking. Honestly, listen, Latana just a while ago say the man have to protect or have to defend her, because if she have to defend herself against the thing, me not defend nobody. It's either me I go split justice or me I go say, yo, quash it, stop it, done. You understand? That is what I believe in. I mean, I go pick no side, because at the end of the day, and that's just why I love my mom. So my mother tell me straight up, say, listen, she not make no decision for me, because me can't get what me can get from a woman from her. My mother always said that. From me, I grew up, remember here that she not make no decision for we 3 boys she enough having, because she can't give away no woman else can give it. So there you have it. Let me say thanks for being here again. One more week we shell it. Good topics, right? The people that make me get upset earlier in the week, me still remember. I think me forgot. I want to come off of my own show. Me never know someone that live for that day there. But yeah, nice fun. So again, big up yourself. I always say, peeps, if you can't be good, please try to be careful. Remember that on Sundays I play gospel or inspirational music. Sunday I come my Father's Day. I don't know if you remember, but I remind you. No can't say nobody never tell you no. Alright? Sunday coming is Father's Day. So yeah. I'm not sure if I don't show it, but we know. Alright? So, next week, yes, Latanya, go and laugh off for me. Bye. Honestly, listen, Latanya just a while ago say the man have to protect her, have to defend her, because if she have to defend herself,